Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. So yesterday, we talked about E3. Today, we're talking about Gamescom. Set to take place August 24th through 28th, one of the industry's biggest events will be held in sort of a hybrid online and in-person simultaneous way. For those who don't know, or who have never been, the event is insane. Like, every time I've ever gone, without a doubt, it is the biggest, craziest event I've ever been to. A sea of people, which is why my cautious ass ain't going this year, but it is something. Those who do plan to attend may be in for the first real major event in the game space in a long time. 500 companies have confirmed as being registered, including 2K, Bandai, Warner Brothers, and now Xbox. Following our recent Xbox and Bethesda showcase, we're excited to confirm that Xbox will be back on the floor at Gamescom 2022 in Cologne, Germany. The company said fans in Europe and around the world can expect updates on some announced games coming to Xbox in the next 12 months and a chance to hang out as a community again, in person. While Sony and Nintendo have opted out this year, the reasoning isn't really COVID related currently. It's more like the last 2 years of COVID have hurt production on games, and so they don't really have any demos to show off. At least that's kind of how it reads. It sucks that those two big ones won't be there, but neither will I. I'm not ready to jump back into huge cons yet, especially after last weekend when everyone I knew got sick at the cons that were held. Maybe 2023 will be the year that I put myself back out there. Fingers crossed. Speaking of putting yourself out there, I couldn't get through the week without covering this. For those of you who are not like me, obsessed with Final Fantasy XIV, recently they just introduced a patch that made it so you can visit any server anywhere in the world, and fans are super hype. And one group of fans in particular took it upon themselves to be the hypest? So venture back with me, if you will, to earlier this week when I saw a tweet that I assumed was photoshopped Final Fantasy XIV billboard for someone's free company house. That's like a guild. I skimmed over it and was like, oh, that's cute, and moved on with my day. But then I slowly started to notice people spoofing it, and more people were starting to meme on it in Final Fantasy social media, and that's when I gave it a second look. This is a real-ass billboard in real-ass America. I cannot stress how funny this is. It has links to Discord, plot location of the party, logos for streamers, and I guess sponsors, all paid for with what I assume was thousands of dollars. And it even has the logo of the game, despite no one from Square Enix being involved, which can't be legal, and I'm pretty sure is against terms of service, but they just did that. Not once, but 4 times. That's right, they bought 4 billboards in Texas and California. I'm going to assume it's to get people like myself to see it and then cover it, and I'll be honest, they got me. I saw it, and here I am covering it. And while, yes, it is all in good fun and at worst just super cringy, it's definitely not going to go over well with the dev team, as the poster features data-mined outfits and the use of modding stuff, which is, a big no-no according to them. Currently, nothing too crazy has happened as a result of this, except if you consider me completing the Savage Raids and then making a billboard of our own. Shout out to Llama Todd for making that. Honestly, I'm kind of in awe of this wacky community that I'm a part of, that sometimes has a little more money than common sense. Speaking of no sense, it's time for your Cren Minute.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cren Minute. I almost said hello and welcome to Pointless Top 10. That's where I am at today. My once a week segment where I get to talk about what I want for a minute. Today, I want to talk about video game releases because it feels like, it might not even be this way, this is just what I feel like. Whenever a bunch of games come out, they all come out at like the same time. And then everyone, it's like, oh, there's like so many games to play. I got this game, that game. It's like, I don't know which game to play. And then there hits a point where there's nothing. And everyone's like, there's nothing to play. I don't know what happened. And then it's like, oh, all the games came out again. Like, can we just space them out? Is that like, can we just space out most of the games? Maybe it's just games that I like all come out at once and there actually are games coming out that are spaced out. Am I the only one that feels like this? Because I feel like this is a thing a lot of people feel. It feels like a lot of games just all come out at the same time. And I don't know why it is. Maybe it's like statistics show that they come out the best on this certain date or whatever it might be. Let me know. But that's my Cren Minute rant of the day.
Thanks, Crendor. All right, that is it for the show. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming over on twitch.tv/Jesse Cox for charity. I would love it if you would comment for No Kid Hungry. Honestly, it's a good cause. I would love for you to be there and to help support that. So I'm shouting it out here. Anyway, I'll see you on Monday for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.